Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the Hermitcraft server, I am excited to leave this spawn egg behind. Yes, like a turtle that has busted out of its shell and is now prepared to go eat pizza and do ninja stuff, I am ready to leave this place behind and move on to my real home, which hopefully will not be a sewer. Although, you know, given my building skills, it definitely won't be as pretty as this egg. Even so, we do have a few chores that we need to do before we go. I realized some of the hermits are actually using this stuff, which is great, but that means I need to replenish these chests with fresh equipment. Got plenty of usage there. Also, the baked potatoes, boom, those have been going like hot cakes, or like hot tates. Actually, here's a fun trick. You can take these and just sweep them across like that, if you wanna. Boom. We are running out of steaks, too. Luckily, I had some of those cooking out back here. This is the big problem, though, is before I can leave and, head to my new flower forest area, sometimes hermits have a problem with temporary parts of builds not really getting cleaned up. Like, you see this workbench over here? Pearl was using that. It legitimately was helpful for part of this build, but you know what? We don't need it. And the same goes for these furnaces and chests and stuff. Like, Pearl got all the smooth sandstone she needed. And we can just go ahead and break these, you know. I'm probably not going to break these chests actively, because that's going to cause me a different problem. But I do want to make a point this season of trying to make each space actively more just pleasant. Because, like, at the end of Season 7, there were all these spaces where I was like, oh, I got to clean all of this up. But you know what? Maybe we could just have the space be nice, right away. Maybe we don't need to wait for that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my nonsense and be on my way. Time skip. Having emerged from that portal down there, which clearly we need to move, I can kind of overlook a bit of our flower forest and surrounding terrain. Cubfan actually granted me some ender pearls he picked up on an expedition to the end earlier. He is so industrious, that cub. As I'm looking at all this and thinking about where do I want to set up my temporary storage system, I've realized the best place to set up a temporary storage system, when you got this much land to work with, you want to do stuff as optimally as possible. And so when I think,
don't touch my stuff.
I'm not touching your stuff, Cleo.
Don't touch my stuff.
I'm not touching your stuff. Here's the thing, Cleo, I realized that instead of me building a separate area that's going to be in the way when we start our castle village and everything, what I should do is just put my chests as close to your chests as possible here and just dump all my things in it, so then it's not in the way.
Just making it awkward, Joe.
It's not in the way. It's just easier. Hey, do you want some ender pearls from Cub?
Yes.
There you go.
I will accept this as a peace offering.
Yay! Peace.
There is no peace.
I know.
Only war.
I know. So, Cleo, yeah, I figured we'll probably want to start laying all this out at some point, but that seems kind of overwhelming to work on right now. So
it's a lot, Joe. It's a lot.
Yeah. So what I'm planning to do this episode is I wanted to put in a cart that sells flowers and put it like right next to the ender portal. And since the portal is in such a bad place right now,
yeah, you need to fix that.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
I was going to move it. I wanted to ask your opinion about where we could put it. I don't want it to come out right next to all of our stuff right here, because I don't want people getting confused, But let's see. Maybe something that overlooks, or kind of has a good view of the flower forest.
I
could start
you could
clearing
put it next
out
to the graveyard.
Graveyard. Where's that?
Oh. Well, it's going to be over here. It's not there yet.
Okay.
It's going to have zombies in it.
Oh, fancy.
So yeah, that tree over there is going to be my graveyard.
Okay. So maybe I'll put it like overlooking the water here, like have the portal come out here, remove a couple of these trees, that sort of thing.
That sounds good. That sounds good if you can manage it.
Yeah, okay, great. And then I figure what I'll do is I'll collect a bunch of the flowers for people to buy. You probably saw that on Monday that they were hoping to get the portals all connected via tunnels and stuff, right?
Yes, I will be there with bells on, maybe.
Awesome.
I might not bring bells.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to get early game. Got to steal them from a village. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and start getting all of that logistically sorted. And then we can start selling flowers.
Excellent.
With our portal moved and our stalls installed, we've got things started here. But you know what? Despite that forward momentum, we have stalled in a different way. I was trying to put these carpets on here to make like a tent, using these gorgeous new copper rods as like tent poles over the stall. You know, I want to sit on this couch and wait for customers, but I can't do that in the hot, hot sun. So what I realized I need is spider webs and also a lot of bones for bone meal to like actually go harvest more flowers. Because we're going to run out if we just empty the countryside of flowers. We need to replant and, you know, grow more with the bone meal. Luckily, Doc M77 apparently created some sort of glitched abomination chunk with 8 spawners in it, and he invited all of us to go visit it. Time skip! You can see there's a spawner there. There's going to be a spawner there. Each of these is going to have a spawner, and we really need to get some spiders and some skeletons, some bone meal, in order to do what we need to do. I should put my armor on. Now that these folks are going to start shooting at me, I'm realizing Doc had said that we could come over here and use this, but I don't know how safely I can use this without, like, vandalizing it. Like, is putting ladders here vandalism? It feels like vandalism. Okay, so yeah, that's what I need to do, is I need to get them to fall down. Okay, so I need to get them to bump each other. Ooh, spider too. Okay, so this is not an optimal spawner yet, right? This is a very, very makeshift spawner. And by makeshift, I mean he made the server shift the chunk into regenerating. 33 string in hand. I think that we are ready to remove our vandalism from Doc M's spawner area here. I think I'm going to leave the ladders, because those have a value. But these bridges, nope. Okay, well, hold on. These bridges might be considered too far. A bridge too far. So we're going to go ahead and remove those and get out of here. I'm going to leave these safety ladders there, because those actually have a value. Hopefully, where are the skeletons already spawned? Yep, skeletons are already spawned, waiting to shoot us down from our ascent. But luckily, like beautiful, brilliant birds, we will soar. Dang it. Okay. That's like super obnoxious. You know that, skeleton, right? You know you're obnoxious. This is why nobody invites you to parties. Because you shoot them with arrows. Impaling people with shafts of wood tipped with bone or stone and, you know, kind of fletched with feathers to make sure they fly true. It's not a good look for you. Cleo! I love this landscape, and I know you love it too.
It's beautiful, Joe. It's so beautiful.
It is, and we need to protect it by putting a price on harvesting the flowers. If we just let people come in here, just commoners just grabbing the flowers all the time, we'll have the tragedy of the commoners grabbing the flowers all the time. So, instead, what I decided to do was to charge people for collecting the flowers. Now, if they're in a rush, they can collect them directly out of these barrels here, but they can also collect them from the landscape around us as well, and then I'll go replant them.
I'm very happy about that. Joe, I'm going to need so many flowers. I'm doing cottagecore. It's going to be epic.
Awesome. Yeah, well, we are going to be your flower provider. And also, I need a ton of copper, so, you know,
okay,
please.
You can have my copper.
Yeah, if you get over there, too, and you're like, oh, I don't want to take all of these, just take as much as you want. I'm going to be restocking it every night, so.
Okay,
Don't be shy. I would rather have your money and do more work.
I mean, that's a line, Joe. You're just like, give me your money, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to rob you. There you go.
Wait, what? Are you going to? Actually,
not you, Joe.
Oh.
You're my base mate. I'm not allowed to rob you. It's the law.
Oh, good.
I was talking about Gem. I'm going to rob Gem.
Who's been establishing laws on the server?
Why are you going to rob me?
I'm going to rob everyone. Don't worry. It's not anything against you personally. It's just...
Is this like a Sherwood Forest thing? Is
Not
this
sure
like
about that.
Robin Hood's
yes,
really
'cause I
hot
am
in England
poor.
right now because of the weather or something?
Yes, Joe. It's just that I'm poor and Gem has diamonds.
Yeah, but not very many, though. I was already robbed by 3 hooligans.
Well, you know what? The best place to put your diamonds is in our shop, apparently. So you don't have to worry about getting robbed.
It's okay. It's just
You
a token
also
robbing.
got robbed. Almost.
I got away.
You're right,
Sort
Wells.
of. Yeah, well, sorry. We're just having a little discussion.
It's all good. I heard you robbed them, Gem.
Oh, I've got competition.
I
see.
robbed who? Who did I rob?
The
Keralis?
hooligans.
The hooligans. That's not how they word it, and I'm letting them believe that.
They said you ripped them off.
Yeah, I heard you got a whole
That's not
fractional
technically
percentage
what
of their
happened.
company. Like,
I
that's a
did.
lot for
I
one
did.
diamond.
They're not very good at math, though, so they're not sure if I have 25% or 0.1%. So it's a bit confusing. at this
So,
stage.
so what you need to tell them is you have
Oh, what's that? There we
25%,
go.
and they will accept that.
Yeah,
Right.
That's how that works.
yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
hello.
Particularly
Hey.
Keralis. Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy, cub. I love that I'm just sitting
Whoa!
here following
You already
boys
put
around.
in
Yeah.
hourglasses to
That's our
represent
job
the
now,
inexorable
Cleo. That's
crawl
all we
of
need.
time. I love it.
Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe.
Yes.
Yes. We're going to go with yes.
Smile and nod and move along.
That's the best way to deal with this. Yep, that's pretty much it.
Congratulations. On like day 3, you figured out how to handle Joe Hills.
I know. It took me 9 years to do that.
But
I'm
you're
just
so
following
much
Cleo's
more
lead.
wise as a result, though, Cleo.
I don't feel wise around you, Joe. I feel annoyed.
Oh my god.
So
That's
now
how
we
you can
just
show
need
it. That's how you can
stairs
feel
here,
it
right?
working.
Like actual stairs?
It's
I'm
like when
using,
you're working out, if you don't feel the burn,
Polished
you know,
blackstone.
Cleo, when you're with me, you feel the
Stairs.
learn in your head.
Yes. The burn, the quiet burn of rage, Joe. That's what it is.
Luckily, Cleo has a very long fuse.
Yes. 9 years and counting.
I saw her murder. I don't know how long.
It's not murder if they deserve it. It's
Well, and also you got paid, so it was an assassination, really.
justice. Joe.
Wait, did you get paid for the
Justice.
pearl one? You murdered like
no,
3 people.
that was only a little.
Only a little.
I only
Right.
murdered them a little bit.
Right. Oh,
Like,
Okay.
And they deserved
It was just a small amount of murder.
it was
a
just
little
a
bit of
little
murder.
bit of murder.
Yeah, it's like that song from that musical, Murder Me a Little, Stab Me Just Enough.
I don't know what song you
Poison
listen
not
to,
too
Joe,
often.
but it's just-
We have different music taste.
No, okay,
Yeah.
no, it's actually...
I don't think I've heard that one.
Okay, fine. It's actually from I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change, and the real song is Marry Me a Little. But it's fine.
Ah.
I got the reference.
Wells is at least educated here.
The nerd boy's out in force today. Right, I see.
I'll have you know that musicals are an extremely refined taste. Enjoyed only by intellectuals.
I'm
you
sorry,
enjoy
Cleo.
them
Some
then.
of us live in cultural hubs and have the luxury of attending the theater.
It's all right. I just get to murder you whenever I feel like it, Joe. It's fine.
That's fine.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
no.
not in front of me.
My
I can't
body.
handle it.
Not in front of me. I don't want to be a witness.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I really can't be in court that day. I've got other stuff to do. Here you go. Here's a flower pot.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's one person on our multi-person quest to link everyone up.
You know, I think
Nailed
maybe
it.
we would have been better off. This is like the stairs and stuff are fine, but maybe instead of having Gem's portal here, we'd be
We'd put it
better
up a
off
bit.
putting it up at 109 and basically just putting all the portals at 109.
You know, I did suggest that.
I do like the way your brain works. That does make more sense. I don't like walking upstairs. You know, this is hard on the legs. So
Cleo, do you have the energy to hear about a personal victory of mine?
Give me a second. Let me get ready.
Going through.
Okay, go.
So
Hey,
Scar
or-
was giving me some lip the other day about not greeting him every time he disconnected and reconnected from the server. And so I said,
he should.
"Well, hey everybody,
Yes.
I'm gonna drop some lore on you. I'm gonna reveal some canon about Scar's season 8 that he didn't want people to know."
Scar's
And
listening. Scar's listening.
so here it is. His hat is actually named Good Times. So his username refers to the fact that it's his hat with him. And
so the hat is the star of the show.
yeah, so you've got Good Times with Scar, like with Scar's backing up the hat. It's a fascinating concept. And so
Fascinating.
yeah, and so I wrote it on a sign, and I told people to take screenshots of the stream and post it to Twitter and Reddit and stuff. And then a bunch of fans came back and were like, I don't think that's real canon. I think that's just head canon.
Oh, but of course it's headcanon. It's a hat.
Exactly!
She got the pun. She did it.
Oh, you did not give a greeting today, Joe.
Busted.
We're disappointed in you, Joe.
Dang.
No racing stripe for you.
Who do you think is
Everyone
angrier, Good
abandoned
Times
me.
or Scar? Right
You're
now.
not abandoned.
I like to think that Good Times is kind of above such pettiness. It's just Scar being petty. So Good Times is literally above it. This is the gift that keeps on giving, Cleo. I'm gonna get a whole season out of this.
This is the best thing. We're just doing this. This is what we're doing, Joe.
Oh, yeah. No,
Every
I've
time Scar comes around.
you know, like if we have to do a big chunk reset at some point, I'm blaming Good Times. Like I'll find a
yeah.
way to work that in.
Oh yeah, I can figure out a way to like make a tiny Good Time somehow. I'm sure, and we can just when Scar removes this skin eventually, we shall have a tiny Good Times on the server because I will make one out of armor stats.
Oh, somebody pointed out that we could just modify our own skins so we all have tiny hats and we could pretend they're brain slugs from like Futurama. Oh no, he left. Sorry for cyberbullying you, Scar.
And no one's mining the quartz. What's wrong with you?
I'm mining the.
The thing is, if I start collecting the quartz, I will immediately fall to my death. Like, I'm just not going to
You let
collect
me
anything of
collect
value.
it.
I'm just...
You let
bonus
me
content,
collect it.
Joe.
It's free quartz.
Yeah.
It's
Free content. Death is free content.
You say that like. Yes, it's what people enjoy.
Says the
People
one who
enjoy.
wants to murder.
Look,
She doesn't want to murder. She's compelled to murder X.
Compelled.
see, Joe understands. Joe understands.
She doesn't take joy in it. She derives pleasure from it. It's different.
It's getting dark.
I mean, it was already pretty dark. I mean, you've known me for a
Yeah,
while.
murder's
now,
pretty
X.
dark.
You know.
A little bit.
Yeah, unlike all our other murder-related
Do you know what's
banter, this
darker
took
than
a
murder,
turn.
though?
This took a
Murder
dark
at
turn,
night
yeah.
time. Okay, that was the worst joke ever.
Murder
That was pretty bad, X. I'm not gonna put a salve to your feelings there. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You see, just killing you with words now.
My chat loves bad jokes. So I'm
We-
good
I
over
mean,
here.
that's
Your
why they
numbers
watch
show
you. Sometimes I wonder, and then I go far, and then I think, no, I don't go far enough.
I don't know if you saw that Tango opened a candle shop. I went over there
okay.
to do some opposition research. His candle shop is not as good as yours is going to be.
Okay,
Like-
I know that.
The selection is not very good. He doesn't have access to all these dyes. The colors just they aren't there. So you're gonna knock this one out of the park. You're gonna kill it.
I'm planning on it, but it's first I've got to, get everything set up. Oh, I'm going. You didn't see me?
Welcome, Gemini.
Hello. I
Hello.
love the motivational speech I was just sitting in on.
Yeah. So Cleo is gonna be opening up a graveyard candle shop just past here soon.
Ooh, that's
So,
exciting.
Yeah, I didn't want her to get disappointed that Tango opened a shop first, because honestly, thematically, a candle shop in a house versus a bunch of graves with candles, come on,
Agree. Okay, Joe, I am here. I am here because I require flowers for the greenhouse that I just built.
Excellent. Well, is there a particular flower that you have in mind?
I really like pink tulips. Do you have pink tulips?
We do have pink tulips. We have more than a stack right here. If you see this pricing sign, you can mix and match any flowers here, 16 for 1 copper or 64 for a diamond. And if something you want is out of stock in the barrels, you can just run around the landscape and collect it too, and that'll count toward your total.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm going to have a little poke around.
Certainly. I'll just be over here on my couch. I'm realizing it would have been funny if I'd brought a book to just sit here reading.
Yeah, I could just be reading. Okay, I have so many flowers. I left you a little tip in this one. I appreciate it massively.
Oh,
I have
thank you.
I've put lots of copper. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I massively appreciate it.
Wow, that is plenty. I appreciate you. You are actually our first customer. So you know what?
I'm your first.
Yes, so as a little bonus way of saying thank you, here are 2 glowberries.
Ah, thank you. I love this place. I'm definitely going to be back. My bees love flowers.
Wonderful. Should come again.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm here for a little bit of business.
Ooh.
All right.
And I'm just a poor boy, and nobody loves me.
Oh.
How expensive are the flowers?
So the flowers actually
Leo, shh.
the flowers actually start at 1 copper for any 16 flowers for a poor boy from a poor family.
Ooh, I don't. Oh, it's just copper, no diamonds.
Well, if you want, you can get 64 flowers, any kind you want, mix and match, for 1 diamond. But you know, I thought I would spare you your life from this economy.
I'm fine with diamonds, Joe. I'm fine with. I'm perfectly fine with diamonds.
Excellent.
I think I might have more diamonds than I have copper, to be honest.
I mean, I do too at this point. That's why I'm asking for copper. 'Cause Keralis-
So Joe, I've got a
Yes,
few
Keralis.
diamonds to spare.
Awesome.
You know what? Let's say I would spare 5 diamonds.
5 diamonds. That is 5 stacks of any flowers you want. Then.
Yeah.
So
I
you-
need dyes.
Yeah.
A lot of dyes.
Okay.
Cacti. Could I take 64 cacti for 1 diamond?
Yeah. Like I said, it's mix and match, and so we also have flower pots too.
Uh-huh.
If you wanted to take some flower pots in there instead of flowers or cacti.
This is a clever business idea. You know what? I'm gonna take. But the cacti, is that technically a flower?
It's a flowering plant. This one hasn't blossomed, but it is a flowering plant.
I'm taking a stack of those. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. Oh, red. I need red for red dyes, obviously. There's not much red either, Joe.
Well, the thing with red is a lot of people would just come over here and bone meal something like this double tall rose bush here.
But that is bad for business.
Well, we actually charge for that too. For
Oh.
every stack of bone meal that you go through, you just pay me 1 copper.
You're a businessman, Joe. I can see that. So you know what? I've got a stack of that, a stack of that. What else can I take? I kind of want to have a little bit of everything, but I don't want to kind of skin you over here.
Well, no, that's the point of mix and match. Is you can grab
that's cool.
5 of one, 5 of another. Just fill your inventory, and then
Okay, that's
pay whatever.
58. So that is, you know what? I'm gonna put 1 diamond in this because I just took pretty much a stack of those. Ooh, do I need pink? I need pink in my life. Let's take almost a stack of that. Perfect. So that is 1 diamond, Joe. And I believe, man, I would need more of the red, but I guess I could just boom. Oh, orange. I'm gonna take a stack of the orange, like so. Perfect. Joe, am I the first and only customer over here so far?
You're actually the second customer.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, Gem was here earlier. You just missed her.
Interesting. Let me just see this. Oh, I will take flower pots, Joe. 1 diamond for those. And I think I'm pretty happy. But the white tulips, that's got to be white dye. Let me just see.
You can try it, but I'm pretty
No,
sure
it is
it's
light gray. It is light gray. Doesn't matter. I'm going to take a stack of those as well. Bada boom. Joe, I'm happy now. I'm pretty happy. I think I've spent 6 diamonds in total, which is maybe not that fancy, but in the early stages, that's kind of good, right?
Oh yeah, that's 2 diamond pickaxes, and considering that I had basically no diamonds, I mean that's way better.
I love the place. I'm gonna be by here quite often, just getting some dyes, because this is just so convenient. If it's stocked, that is. If it's stocked, and
Yep.
the green dyes, that is something you should kind of go into like serious business. Because what else could make green dye? Nothing, right? Besides cacti.
It's just cacti. Yep, and we've got like a basic cacti farm over there that I'm using to keep that stocked. But yeah, all of this, I'm just gonna run around and bone meal the flower forest and put stuff in here. Now, one thing you can do too is if there's a flower that's out of stock, but you want to go collect it from the hillside or whatever, You can just leave your payment in a barrel and then just go collect your flowers from the countryside.
Oh wow! So you have claims on the whole biome.
Yeah,
That's-
Cleo and I have the whole
that's
biome.
clever.
So if you're like, oh, I need a red, you just go pick it and it's yours.
And pay.
There. See? That easy.
Thank you so much, Joe. And what is Cleo doing over there?
I'm not sure at the moment, but I'm going to stay out of her way.
You know what? I'm not gonna stay.
Yeah,
out of her way.
you go interfere. Bye, Keralis.
Thank you so much, Joe.
You're welcome.
See ya.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. I've got so much profit from this shop already, I can't hold it in one hand. Look at that. But you know what? Before we wrap this episode up, I need to thank Matthew Lavis, our Patreon sponsor, for making this episode mid-roll ad-free. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. This one is actually inspired by and in honor of Hermitcraft's own Keralis. When I saw the thumbnail for his first episode come across my feed, I'm going to pop it up here real quick for you. Look at that. Look at that image. It was just so evocative. It moved me to poetry. So I'm going to read aloud for you the poem that I wrote. As world of Keralis rises from the sea, his giant head blocks the sun. Yet his work, this house, is unshadowed, as it is precious in his eyes. His eyes each shine like ring lights, allowing us to capture our best selves and share them to adoration. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.